I know what you're thinking. He's gone a bit mad. The headline of this thing says this might be the best car that Mini's ever made. And I think it might actually be. It's a Cooper S. They've swept the roof off it and they've made it super, super cool with a really cool edge for driving. I know that sounds a bit mad. It's a convertible, right? But stick with me. Come on, let's have a look and see what this is all about. Okay, let's start by looking at the outside of the car. So from the front, it's a fairly traditional looking Mini Cooper S, okay? You got little scoops down the bottom here at the back of it. You got these stripes up along the side as well. And you got this sidewalk right down the side of this one, okay? So it's a traditional looking one. Now those wheels are really nice. And I think they might represent a bit of Union Jack effort, which is okay by me, that's all right. It's just a flag. And coming down along the side of it, this one's a bit dirty because we've been driving them mad. Look at it, but it looks like a two-door, you know. It looks nice with the roof the way it sits right now. You can have this roof in different styles as well. It is a cloth top, proper rag top, okay. So you have that in different styles. You have different patterns up here. You can see it's actually a soft top on top. So what I need to do now is just move to the boot, because the boot is actually much more complicated on this convertible than you might imagine. So I've come around to the boot end of the car because the boot opens like this. So you see it's shelf here. Now it says max 80 kg, so don't think you can go and sit on top of this. I'd break it. I'm more than 80 kgs. But you can see that the slot here isn't very big. That's my camera gears in there. It isn't very big for stuff to fit into it, right? That's why they put these easy loads. So you pull that, and you pull that, and you can actually lift the back of the convertible bit out of your way to get more room in it. Now, if you don't fancy dropping the roof, you can actually lift that into position as well, which stops you dropping the roof. But it's quite a convenient way of putting things in. You can actually drop the back seats from in here as well. It does have a sort of a shop mag hook thing down here, which is not much use because it's too low. And you can drop the seats from in here as well, and you have some nets and stuff. It's actually quite a practical little boot, if I'm honest. You have to push that all the way down to get it back under where it was. Hold on. Is that right? No, I don't think it is. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Now we're talking. Now, the other party trick of this, of course, is it is a convertible. So we're going to convert it now when I find the keys, because you can convert this from the keys as well, which is very interesting when you think about it, because you can lock it and unlock it, and if you forget to lock the doors when you're going into a shop, you can convert it by the key only. So I'm using the keys. I see it goes halfway back. So the sunroof is now open, so I let go of the keys and I press again, and now the rest of the roof will open. See here, the whole frame comes away, and then you can stop at that point with the windows down like this. Okay, so you see now how it looks with the windows down. Isn't that super cool? Super cool. Now you press the unlock button and it'll finish the entire thing, which will put the windows back up again. Here's the brrrt. Oh, it might be finished actually like that. Now you can also do that the reverse of that, so you can put the roof up with that as well. I think it's super cool, and I really do think it's just a cool look to a car. So if I come around the outside of it and see just how cool the car looks with the roof down, it's very cool, very sexy. You can't complain with that. Anyway, let's have a little look on the inside before we take it for a spin. Now it's quite bright, no pillars. It's quite bright in here because obviously the roof is down. So I can chill out and sit inside, but be outside at the same time. You're inside and outside. It's windscreen, inside, no roof, outside. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, I am actually in the car filming today for the crack. Okay, so this is the Mini cockpit, and you do sit down, hunkered into these cars. They're very nice. You're low to the road. You feel like you're in a small, low car, but actually a Mini is as big as pretty much any other cars on the market. They're not terribly small anymore. So you need to get over the idea of a Mini actually being anyway Mini. Okay. The steering wheel has a good rake and reach, which I quite like. There's quite a distance in that, because there are times when my kids will sit in the back here and I need to move the seat forward ever so slightly, and I need to move the steering wheel forward ever so slightly as well. That's really handy to be able to do that. Coming down the centre, we have the console here, which I'll get to in a second, and then we have all our buttons and switches and knobs that are in this car, because it's very manual in here. And I actually have a controller here for the infotainment system as well. They have these little stitch seats, so you can see the stitching here on the seats. It's very, very nice. They're very comfortable. And you even have a little pull-out bit here for your legs. It's just really super comfortable in this car. You can drive it quite a distance. A big armrest in the middle with stuff, a mobile phone holder in it. But that also gets out of your way if you want to do something a bit more sporty and you need the elbow room, which I frequently do. As if I sit in the car for a second, you can see my elbow actually rests perfectly on it. But if I'm steering, you get stuck beside it. So nice to get it out of the way, and I can do that all the time. Now, across the dash, you have a little glove box in here, which is actually quite useful. You have a key locator there as well. If I start the car up, listen. Good, gives a good note off that engine. I have two USB ports, USB-C and standard USB. I can't find Apple CarPlay on it. It doesn't seem to be there. I was told it could be there. It might be an option. It's just not on this one. But it doesn't work anyway if it is there. The controllers for that is all done here, so you can go into media. You can go back, then go into nav, which is here as well. Quick search, you can look at your maps. I mean, the system itself is brilliant. I don't need Apple CarPlay, but I would like an Apple CarPlay because I actually use an app called Noah for listening to the news. So it's really, really good. They're also a sponsor on the channel. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to sign up. I got you 50% off the sign-up fee for Noah per year. So it only costs you €60 for the entire 12 months of news. It's pretty good. Anyway, besides that, moving along here, we have this full screen which has a kind of a compass on one side, but you can actually split the screen. You don't have to split the screen if you don't want to. You can get rid of that and make it full width, which I quite like. Or you can split the screen with something else, so you can have currently, so I can go trip computer if I want on this side. So here we have a split screen with trip computer and map, or I can get rid of the split screen entirely and have a full width. I really like that. Well done, Mini. That's actually very cleverly done, because it's not like it's something that's in your face the whole time, you know. It's just there, or you can get rid of it, and I quite like that. Very straightforward. This is meant to represent the old Speedo, of course, around the centre. We all are familiar with that with Mini. So anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's go for a drive in the little Mini Cooper S for the crack. By the way, the kids do fit in the back. I'll just show you a quick look at the back seat, but they are quite vertical. The back seats are quite straight up. They're probably not that comfortable for a long drive, but then if you put your friends in the back, it won't matter one bit when the roof is down. No one's going to care. So cool, this car. Absolutely cool. Anyway, let's go for a drive. Okay, now I'm set. So this kind of day is an ideal day for driving a convertible car, because when the sun is out, you see in places like Spain or Portugal or whatever, where you think you're supposed to have a convertible, all that happens is you get sunburn on your bunts. Your forehead gets burnt to a cinder right here. And it becomes a pain in your arse to go anywhere. Tita! Why'd you buy a Tita? Tita is the #1 worst car in the world. Sorry. That's just the life that I live. There's all the traffic coming out of it. Just come on. Right, here we go. So convertibles are, by their very nature, fun. Any convertible is actually fun. Any convertible, because you're in the open air, and the threat of a little drizzle is always there in the open air. It's always there in the background. You know, I was thinking, would I get the roof up in time? And if it rains, I'm going to have to take that camera off there because it's attached to the window, and the windows go down when it's putting the roof up. Yes. Now, you can do various things to make the car loud. It doesn't sound loud right now, so I'm going to just push it over to manual there, put it in sport mode. Isn't that great? That's a wonderful noise, isn't it? It does actually have a sport mode, as you can do in dynamic setting. Oh! Oh! I love that noise. And you can do it manual, so I'll have flappy paddle box as well. Is there one? Another convertible! Yeah! 2 convertibles together. It's a Mercedes, whatever that is. SC thingamajig. Lovely car, sir. I love your convertible. He's converting with me. He's looking at me going, look, another man in a convertible. I don't feel quite so exposed. Love it. Now anyway, forget about the fun bit of it for a minute. It's powered by a 1.5 litre petrol little engine, fizzy little thing that's underneath there as well, and it's very pleasant. Not a lot of torque. They've added a little turbo to it, but not a massive torque behind it, but enough to be fun. Like enough to do that. You know, it just gets you where you want it to get you. In your sort of gentleman vegetables area, you know what I mean? It stirs you way down low. Something guttural about being exposed to the open elements and making lots of noise. It's fun. Now, other than all the fun stuff, it is still just a practical, simple city, country, town, runabout car. You know, it fits 4 comfortably enough. My kids fit in the back. Their school bags fit in the boot. You know, I put the shopping in there. I bought a lot of shopping there. They put the whole lot in the boot. No bother. It's all there by. But like, as fun goes, it's just fun. You know, it's kind of the point of a car like this. That's kind of the point of these sort of cars. This is, without doubt, the best Mini has ever made. And I love the John Cooper works. I love all those kind of fast cars they do at the other end. But they lack all kinds of practical things. They're kind of track cars you can buy and drive on the road. This is a practical little 2-door convertible, you know. Now, I will specify the end of that, saying that what I'm sitting in is like 48 grand. So it's not like it's cheap or anything. And the fuel tank is a bit small. It's not that it's not economical, it's fine. Like on a motorway earlier, I was doing 60 miles per gallon, because I can do it in miles per gallon on this. I was doing 60 miles per gallon quite regularly on the motorway. I'm getting, on average, about 5.9 to 6 litres per 100 kilometres as an average sort of thing. So it's fine, it's fuel efficient, it does its stuff, but just the tank is a bit small. It doesn't really, it just feels like I'm always running out of fuel, even though it's being very efficient. We'll take her down by Garvin for the crack. And there's a lovely buzz all the time. And like, we went up for a run the other day in the mountains with my wife. Went up to Slade Blue, and I put the roof down then when we got to Rosenallis and drove on up. Nice and steady. It's beautiful. It's a lovely thing to do, you know. If you can convert the car, convert it. Drive it as a convertible, because it's beautiful. The suspension works, the damping's good. It's more firm than a lot of cars, but that's the nature of a Mini. It's just a lovely little practical car, and it's shot to the top of my favourite cars of the year. I have to say, I really love this yoke. The kids are going to miss it dreadfully, and like I'm changing this for an Audi RS7, and I'd rather hold on to this. That's stupid. It's stupid. That's brain dead stuff that my mind, because the way my brain works, like the most joy I can get from a car right now is from this. It's an amazing thing. Anyway, that's it. Mini is the coolest car you can possibly buy right now. This is super cool stuff. You want to entertain yourself on a daily basis wherever you go. A Mini Cooper S Convertible will do you nicely. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to hit some traffic lights now. Look, right here at the Garvin Inn. Thanks for joining me. It's been brilliant. I am on TikTok if you want to join me there. Over 10,000 people have joined me now on TikTok, which is an amazing growth. That was in 3 days, so I think I'll double it again this weekend for the fun of it. It's always good crack. That's been good crack. Twitter is open there as well. I'm also on Facebook. I don't use Facebook a whole lot anymore. I don't like it. I think it's a very poor place for your mental health, but that's a matter of opinion. Or you can just stay here on YouTube if you want to. It's fine by me. It's kind of behind the scenes now. We're finished the review now. You may go now if you wish. The coronels, the generals of this channel will still be sticking around, and I love you guys because you watch the whole length of the video and you comment after the end of it and all. It's absolutely brilliant. Coming down now this is leaving out Garvin, going down by a little bridge here. It's a beautiful area. Shame there's a van in front of me. I can make the little car burble, but I can make it burble. Just change down a gear. Nice little IS200 right there, if anyone wants to, has an interest in that. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Hit the subscribe button. Please check out the list of links down below. Sign up for Noah if you can as well. It's actually really worth your time. It's a product I really actually do believe in myself. I am signed up. I am on their list, yes. I have a premium account with them, and I have been listening to a lot of good stories with them as well. Really, really interesting stuff. It's unfolding like a podcast, so definitely check it out. There is a 50% off link down below, or if you just want to go to their homepage and sign up from there, just put in the discount code Flavin, Flavin, and you get 50% off anyway. See? Nice, aren't I? Anyway, thank you very much for joining me yet again. And until the next time, I will see you on the far side.